Hello guys, now Julius Malema, the leader of the EFF, together with his party, they are going to be marching at the farms of Johan Rupert. One is in Mpumalanga and the other one is in Western Cape. Now, we know that Johan Rupert is one of the richest in South Africa, if not the richest man in South Africa. If you look at the businesses that he has, the brands that are under him, you'd be shocked. It's like he owns everything in South Africa. You go into your kitchen, you look at all the brands, they fall under Johan Rupert. He has all these big farms that is producing wine. This guy is rich. Everywhere you go is rich. Now, before we go into detail about the march that will be happening on the 6th, I want you guys to listen to this clip of Julius Malema talking about Johan Rupert. Listen to this.
Comrades, there is a problem here. There is a guy called Johan Rupert who controls South Africa, who controls Ramaphosa, Tito Mboweni, Trevor Manuel, Jamnandas Godhan. This guy, Rupert, says if we don't stop our nonsense, he's going to leave. I want to call upon South Africans. Let us speed up the process of accompanying Rupert to the airport, because we don't want Rupert in South Africa. That's what we've been saying about these fellows. They are not South Africans. That's why every moment they say, we will leave. Leave to where? If you are South African. We, South Africans, whether the times are bad or good, we are South Africans.
This was in 2019 when Julius Malema was showing them flames about this wealth they have, and he wanted them to feel the heat. Now, Julius Malema said, we don't have time for clowns are taking the weak. We take the battle where it matters the most. Ladies and gentlemen, the Land Day. EFF Land Day picket at Rupert Farms in Stellenbosch on Wednesday. And then the other one is on at Mpumalanga, Rupert Farm. Now, let's look at this message. He says, we don't have time for clowns are taking the weak. Well, he doesn't mention who this is directed to, but obviously this is directed to the Tudula movement who are taking fellow Africans. So he says, we don't have time for clowns are taking the weak. We take the battle where it matters the most, which is the richest person in South Africa, Mr. Rupert. So, Rupert, these are the farms. Rupert owns Lomains Wine Estate in French Hoek in the Western Cape, as well as the Leopard Creek Golf Estate on the banks of the Crocodile River and bordering the Kruger National Park near Malalani in the Nkomazi local municipality in Mpumalanga. These are not just small farms. We are talking about huge farms. These farms are worth millions of rands if he's going to sell it. And this is Mr. Johan Rupert. This is the richest man. You can see the swag. He's the richest man in South Africa. He has all the wealth. Now, I want to mention something that Julius once said. Julius said that Rupert is the richest person in South Africa. It's fine. But he is acquiring the wealth that was stolen from Africans. He said this when he was in court, that if you get a land, a product, a car, or anything that was stolen, and then you take it, you take ownership of that, or that ownership is transferred to you, you are still a thief because you are in possession of a stolen item. Now, in this instant, EFF is marching to those farms to show their displeasure of the arrival of white people in South Africa in 1652. 1650. It was on the 6th of April, 1652. So by this time, which is the 2nd of April, 2022. Back in 1652, by this time, on the 2nd of April 1652, white people were on their way. They were probably just almost few hours to reach South Africa. They were celebrating, saying, the land of the free, we are here, the gold and everything, we are here. So by this time, they were almost there. They were almost in South Africa. They have passed Africa, they were almost in South Africa. So on the 6th, they arrived in South Africa. That's what the EFF is marching against. So they are marching against the fact that by that time, those guys arrived in South Africa, and it was the start of what we call a shameless history. Because what came after that, all of the black people regret that moment, because that's when everything was taken from them. Now, the fact that Mr. Rupert is the richest, and Malema is saying that when you are rich and then you got all this inheritance from the people who stole it from us, then you are in possession of stolen items. You are a thief. So in so saying, by looking at the fact that Mr. Rupert has all these possessions, has all this wealth, and then he didn't just acquire it from just working hard. This is inheritance. This comes from a long history of the family, where this one gets transferred to this one gets this one. So in so doing, it means that he also inherited the wealth that is not actually meant to be for him, but meant to be for fellow Africans or South Africans. And they are going to be marching against Rupert on that. But the man is powerful. And Julius Malema is going to be taking him on. The start of that is marching towards their farms. Not sure what's going to happen, but we wait to see. And by the way, Julius Malema will not be part of this match. He's not going to be leading this match because he's going to be busy with the JSC interviews, which are starting on Tuesday. So definitely Julius Malema won't be there. He will be questioning the future judges of South Africa. So with that said, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time. Cheers.